Okay, so I thought today we'd do a little history lesson. Not a history lesson, just a look down memory lane, if you will, and to track my years of music making, DIY music making, over the past 4 years. These are just little videos and pictures I took when I decided to feel like picking up the camera. Doesn't encompass everything, but it has some major points in there. I thought it'd be nice to, reminisce, go back in the past, track my progress, and see how far I've come. So, let's get started. So, first up here, I'm kind of just playing with my guitar pedal, little multi-effects guitar pedal. It was like one of the first major purchases, I guess, I made. I should have said when we started. This was August 2018, August 10th, 2018. This was the summer after my first year of college. And I think that year I had gone to school for computer science, but I had this turning point at some point where I wanted to make music. And that summer was where I indulged a bit, bought a bunch of gear. Yeah, saved up a bunch of cash from my summer job. I have this MIDI controller, which I bought years ago, but had never really used. I mean, it's not being used in this case, but it's there. I thought I'd mention it. And, let's play it again. Something silly. Yeah, at this point, I was playing guitar ever since middle school. I would say like maybe 11, 12, I think. That sounds about right. I don't really remember. I've kind of played casually. I bought a MIDI controller when I was in high school, but never really used it. I kind of played around with the program that it came with and things. But yeah, it wasn't until 2018. I was about 19. I decided I wanted to really plunge my feet in. Oh yeah, I should also point at this point too, I had just made a song on my iPhone for the first time with using GarageBand, and I was hooked ever since. So I'm not sure if that came before or after. Who knows? I don't think I have progress of that. Yeah, the next picture I have of my cat is there. He's no longer here on this earth, but in my heart. That is the Roland VS880. I think I have a better thing right here. Yeah, so let me pause it. Yeah, that is the Roland VS880. What is it called? A digital studio workstation. Pretty much all digital on that thing. You record into it. It's all there. No external equipment really needed, except for like speakers and everything. Oh, I also bought a drum machine. I think you can see in that photo right there. Oh, yeah, there it is right there. Right there. Yeah. So this thing was kind of not the best to work with. I never really made anything concrete with it. It was kind of like a hassle to work with. You can hear the crickets in the back too. But yeah, it actually was broken. I bought it used off eBay and it was broken when I actually did want to make a song, which was like a year later, or like a full complete song, not just like a demo. All right, moving on ahead. That was like a month later. There's another photo. I think I was starting to use a computer and I had an audio interface there. Yeah, just my old blue snowball microphone. I haven't seen that in forever. That was back in my YouTube, Minecraft YouTuber days. Yeah, it's just a small basic setup, microphone. Not really knowing what I was doing, but trying, giving it my all. So November 2018, another turning point. This was amazing. I had purchased my first synthesizer, the Yamaha Rephase CS. I had no clue about synthesizers, how to program them. I think this is probably the best beginner synthesizer. Yeah, it's pretty cool, pretty rad. At this point, I was not really making music still. I would kind of just make these snippets, and just sometimes record on my phone and make a lot of voice memos. I made hundreds of voice memos and stuff. Never actually recording anything, but it was fun. Still have like so many things I could go back and listen to nowadays, and I could probably develop some of those ideas a little bit further. But yeah, I also didn't know how to play piano. I was kind of diving into that a bit. I still kind of don't, but I really didn't know anything here. I think we'll see some examples here. Okay. November. We're still in November 2018. I've just converted to using a DAW, digital audio workstation. I have one KRK Rocket speaker up, not two, just one. I bought them separately, slowly. It took me months to get my next one. You see, I still have the synthesizer here, but yeah, I was playing around, learning how to use a DAW, and I started with the free one that everyone recommends, Reaper. Yeah, it was a great time. I made a couple demos on there, and I got a little bit further than my Roland VS80 days and my GarageBand iPhone days. It was another turning point, I'd say. Yeah, that was a slowed down song I was playing around with by, you don't care. Let's just move on. December 2018. And as you can tell by my fingers, I don't know how to play piano. I'm just using these claws, hands, not using my thumb. I think I probably bought a chord chart and would just kind of study the chords and maybe some scales. That's about it. But yeah, I was coming up with ideas still at this point, never really recording anything. Just coming up with ideas. Okay, let's keep it moving here. Now we are in 2019, I believe. Yeah, 2019. I'd gone back to the Roland VS880 a little bit, but I had moved my setup to a different room. Here's a better picture. So yeah, new room. It's the room I'm in now. So let's keep it moving, shall we? Oh, here's another picture, 2019. Oh, at this point, I have 2 speakers now. Oh, I think I stopped using Reaper for a bit too. 2019 was a year of just saving up a bunch of money, buying new gear. I think there's a MIDI controller there. You can't really see too well, but it's definitely there. Oh, I bought an E-drum kit too. There's that in the corner. Yeah, I was just buying a bunch of gear. Ooh, let's mute that. Let's not dance. Let's mute. Okay, so here we go back here. I got new lights. Got the Behringer Model D. That's an upgrade. And I got the Behringer UMC 404 audio interface. And now we're back to using a computer. I switched back again. New wireless keyboard too. That helped a lot. Yeah, and I also got new lights. All right, we're in August of 2019. This is a year later, and I'm moving all my stuff, and I'm going back to school. I actually took a year off after my first year. Yeah, and then I came back, left for school, and here I am in my new dorm. And as you can see, at this point, I'm using Ableton. I started learning for the past month or so, and I found out what plugins were. I'm using Analog Lab, using this Arturia MIDI controller. Things are getting a little bit more organized. Got a bunch of new gear, organization. I'm in a new space once again. It was really great time. I really love this era. September 2019, so I was definitely back in school then. Here's another picture. Oh, another thing. Finding out more about VSTs and plugins. Using an arpeggiator. Fun times, I say. Fun times. January 2020. We're right before COVID's hitting. I go back home. I end the school thing. I'm like, yeah, taking another break. Yeah, so January, I'm just chilling. And I come back home, and I'm definitely fully into Ableton, and I'm learning. I'm still a beginner, but I have the ropes down was just having fun with this loop that I made in the background. Fun times. There's my cat. R.I.P. Alright, we're still in January 2020 territory. Yeah, that was my first EP that I made. I had really hunkered down and started making stuff, like full songs. And it started with just one or two. Actually, I made a bunch of songs. I realized at the end that I had something that I could release, and I just pretty much did that. It was like February. At this point, I wasn't thinking about an EP. I was just making stuff and having fun. I'm here jamming out to a song that's called It Came From Venus, I think. Yeah. Now we are at March 2020, just about a week before the pandemic's about to hit. Here's a very messy photo of my desk. Still rocking everything. I'm on Spotify now at this point. All right, let's keep it moving. This is when I started posting stuff on Instagram, or no, TikTok. At this point, yeah, we're still in March. A few days before pandemic shuts everything down. I'm really starting to have more organized songs, getting better in my production, but I still don't know a lot. I'm still I think I was still using Ableton Intro, which is the $100 version, which is the basic version. I upgraded from the light version. Yeah, I definitely was a lot. I improved a ton a bit from end of 2019 to beginning of 2020. Learned so much. Still learning to this day, but definitely a notable point in my development. All right, May 2020. We're deep into the pandemic, and I'm just loving it. Out of work, get to spend much time on my music. It's great. I learned a lot in this too. At this point too, I think I was I was wanting to document more and pick the camera up more and film my process. I think I was going to make a documentary or just make vlog type videos. Just me doodling and showing my progress of the day. Look at these knees. Alright, let's keep it moving here. Going through scales very sloppily. Cool. Here we go. At this point, I'm getting more plugin friendly. I still don't know a bunch of plugins, but what was I just using there? Yeah, Valhalla Freak Echo. Oh, it went away. Whatever. Getting more comfortable with MIDI. Dude, I was filming for so long. This is like an hour. Alright. Ooh, a little bass. Alright, let's kind of skip through this. I go through a whole song here, and I think this is, let's see. Let me try and find the end product here. This is where I'm at right now. And here's a little neat thing I like to do once I have a song kind of laid out. Instantly changes the vibe. Man, I really miss this. I still have all these tracks in demo form and the project file itself. During this time, I had a lot of time to just hammer out a bunch of demos. I think this is probably one of my most productive eras. Okay, let's move on. Let's see here. July 23, 2020. I was doing a little bit more Instagram content here. Another demo. Just further cementing the fact that I was really making a lot of tracks. Even though I didn't really feel like I was grinding that hard, I just woke up every day or I'd work on a track maybe for like a week, work on another track just sporadically every Just always starting new, and I had a bunch of different projects. Oh, September 20. No, this is October 2020. Further along in the year, I have a logo. I think I started a website. Yeah, I just wanted to brand myself a little bit. I really like how this t-shirt design came out. Oh, yeah, I got an Ableton Push. Very instrumental for many, many years to come. Or many months to come, really. It's only been a couple of years, but I still use that thing every day. All right, the end of 2020, December, I decided I'm going to start learning piano more. I found this old keyboard that I had lying around, and I started to learn a little bit. And this is just a rearrangement of my setup here. Now, let's see. At this point, this was February 2021, new year, new me. I'm deciding to learn piano, yes, but I'm also getting into more ambient instruments and acoustic instruments. I bought a cajon tab. I bought this little frog gyro, whatever it's called. I bought a tambourine. I also bought a fish drum. The fish drum. This thing is incredibly noisy. I may have actually used it in the past, but yeah, maybe once. I had a good wave going on here. All right, later 2021 in February still, I bought the Organelle M. There's my doggo too, by the way. There's the Organelle right there. Just chilling in my bed with it. At this point, I was kind of sick of doing the same old thing in Ableton. I needed to get out of computer world after being on there since 2020, spending so much time in there. I wanted to get away from the DAW. I was looking into the Organelle M. I was looking into small synths, anything that would get me away. Eventually the OP1 too as well. Here's February 27th, 2021. An ambient track. I was playing around with visuals too. Just really simple arrangements. Ooh, March 2021. Yeah, wavetable synth. At this point, I was discovering more of the stuff within Ableton Suite, the upgraded version. I think also Ableton 11 had just come out too. Really enjoying it. Even though at this point too, I think I was still kind of sick of Ableton, even though I was kind of making tracks here and there, but I was still getting away from the DAW as well at the same time. I had not taken lessons yet. I was just about to start taking lessons at this point, but I was kind of just fiddling around. Ooh, later that year. Oh, this was on my birthday, 2021, March 23rd. I treated myself with a birthday gift, a baby sitar. That thing was overpriced, I would say. My OP1 versus Organelle M video, which actually did very well on my channel. I'm still moving away from DAWs, but yeah, I wanted to do a comparison because I didn't know the difference between the two when I bought or when I was thinking about buying them. Yeah, that's my backyard. Yes, we're still, June 2021. I got a new piano. You can't really tell, but I've been taking lessons. Oh yeah, my kalimba. I totally forgot about that. I had a kalimba this year. Another instrument I was experimenting with acoustically. Yeah, so as you can see, I'm coming a long way at this point from just fiddling around with guitar pedals and all this other, weird digital equipment. So a lot more focused and centered, I guess you could say, around a DAW-based setup. Yeah, it really took a while. This was like each step, one brick on top of the other type of deal happening here. Ooh, so yeah, here's August 2021. Still the year I'm experimenting with more acoustic instruments. Right here is the auto harp. I really wanted a dulcimer, but those things cost so much money and they're so big. So this is kind of dulcimer like. I was kind of settling, but maybe one day I'll get a dulcimer. I still want one. I think I was also inspired a lot by Lorhaji. Yeah, I think I'm saying his name right. Yeah, he's the guy with the zither. Fell in love with this ambient music and wanted something like that, a zither sound, but I also was really in love with the dulcimer sound too. September 2021. Now I'm playing piano. This is like maybe, I want to say like 5-6 months into piano lessons. Yeah, I was a pretty okay student, I think. I learned pretty quick because I've kind of been fooling around on keyboards for a while. Yeah, here's me playing River Flows and You or something. I really learned a lot about reading music and sheet music. It was definitely hard at first, but I definitely needed those lessons. Like it was definitely a roadblock. There was a roadblock when learning on my own. Yeah, I learned so much. Became literate, literally, but I'm still not that great. I need to practice more. I stuck a security camera in my room because I wanted to just have it recording. Yeah, I just wanted to have me recorded at all times. This was a nightmare to upload. I mean to edit. Holy moly. The filming was the easy part. The editing. If I could do this or have someone just film me 24/7 and they edit it or I edit it, like, oversee editing or have someone help me edit and film, it would be so much better. But like, I'm a one-man operation and yeah, it's very, very tiresome to make music and to edit that and then film yourself making music and then edit that. It's just, that's why I didn't really make more of these, even though I could technically. I think I have the 1 minute version I put up on my like TikTok or Instagram or whatever, just to get a quick thing going. Okay. Honestly, I could have made this trailer a little bit better. It's kind of all over the place, but I really had to fit 15 minutes into 1 minute. But yeah, what can you do? More OP1 footage. This is actually now 2022, so came a long way. More organelle stuff from May this year, and the middle of this year, June, I started experimenting with more iOS devices and apps. I never really covered this on the channel. I don't really do a lot on this channel, I'll be honest. But I could play the Yamaha and play the organelle at the same time, and here's the effect of that. And have it go through effects. Different hairstyle change for a minute, but I decided I wanted to do TikToks for a minute, but then I gave up. I think ever since 2020, I started trying to like film myself, make music and things. Yeah, then I did it in 2021 with the security camera thing. There were many various failures and attempts along the way, but there were only like a couple that ever made it onto YouTube. I used to do vlogs and stuff on this channel, but I've since privated those videos. I guess I'm still figuring it out right now, and I don't think I really like the TikTok route, I'll be honest. I just like making music, and I don't like filming it. If I could just have someone else film it, it'd be so much greater. That's that, really. And we're back at August. Now it's 2022. I'm still making videos and recording my synthesizers. But it's more organized. I don't know, whatever. So that's that. That's the chronicle of my music DIY journey. It's still going on. I still make music. And who knows where I'll be in the next 4 years. I was really like glad to see how much progress I made. I'm really glad I actually recorded things because I totally would have never remembered this stuff, I think we don't remember how far we've come sometimes on our journey unless we deliberately try and look back or have actual footage to look back on. So yeah, I just wanted to chronicle that. I wanted to capture that and just look back on the past, reminisce a bit, track my progress, track history. Thanks for watching.